Thank you very much.
Yo.
And trouble, and you need some love.
Dude, look at us. We're back. We're back. 2 streams in 2 days? What am I? A streamer? A real streamer? What is up, everyone? I can't believe I jumped on stream, but I have a lot of stuff to show you. Listen. How's everyone doing? I didn't come up with that Twitch poll. That was one of my mods, okay? I would never make a joke like that. Okay, take it easy. It's freaking bright outside. Happens when you have a gosh dang window in front of you. Oh! I'm trying to get some energy. I always get so tired when I stream. So we're gonna try to get a little energy. Oh. I'm not gonna say it, Sarah. Thank you for the 13 months, Sarah. Root beer. Root beer. Cece's in the chat too. Some day ones, Sarah and Cece. Shout out to the mods. Thank you for all the people with the subs. Cece hit me with the 10 months. Guys, toes are really scrummy, short for scrumptious. Scrummy sounds like a bad thing, but I get it. I get it. Got any gender neutral baby names? Nick, I guess, right? Bella Rose, thank you for 13 months. It's been a while, another day one. I just got 2 new tattoos that Max designed. Oh my gosh. They're so good. I'm proud of that. That's great. Texting you a picture of my new tat. I think you like it. Dude, I'm freaking tired today. I freaking boxed this morning and was basically dead at the end of it, and then I freaking had therapy. It's a self-love day, guys. What can I say? And I'm trying to make sure I stream before Bambi wakes up. He's somewhere in my apartment, and I don't know where he is, but let's see Sarah's new tattoo. Wow. I love red tattoos. Sarah, should I show everybody? I never sent out the Christmas stickers. I literally just realized. Oh no. Here's Sarah's tattoo, everybody. I freaking love red tattoos. I want to get one. I'm just kind of scared. I'm an awful employee. Yeah. I hope I paid you so I can say that did I pay you? I don't remember. I don't pay my employees. You think I pay anybody? I didn't pay you? Well, you tell me when you get them out and I'll I don't know. We'll figure it out. Sorry to my December patrons. Oh, you didn't because I didn't send them out. That makes sense. That makes sense. Ow. So I made my first protein smoothie today. I wouldn't ask you to pay me if I didn't do them. Yeah, but sometimes I was like, maybe I just sent it, but I never pay anyone unless they ask me. There's so many editors that I just don't pay because they never ask me to. I do it on purpose. I'm an awful person. That was a joke. Are there neon tats? Oh, Vulcan Hobo says I'm here, let's start. All right, let's get started. Vulcan's here, guys. Let's get it going. When Nick came to LA, he took me behind my school's tiny hall and shot me in the leg because I didn't send out the stickers. Don't bring that up. Don't bring it up. Someone said Dev Lemons. Someone just said Dev Lemons. Is Dev in the chat? Shout out to Dev. I don't think she's in the chat, but sorry, Sarah. I was supposed to. I think Sarah didn't send out the stickers because I didn't see her in when I was in LA. But every time I go to LA, I usually see about a quarter of the people who are on my list to see. It's pretty bad. It's too hard. I like your crew neck. It's actually just a short sleeve shirt, but thank you. I got it at a vintage festival thing. I'm here too. Take another swig of root beer. Thank it. So listen, guys. I have a whole laundry list of things we should watch today. I was gonna invite you to my school's JPEG Mafia concert for free, but then he canceled the last minute. Oh my gosh, that would have got me to come. Like, actually. Yo, Ketchup Freak 69 Benji, I remember your name. Your videos with Ethan are so good. I just rewatched the NFT ones. Thank you. And then he got COVID. Yeah, we don't believe in that crap. What's up, Angelo? Welcome in. So I think we're gonna record some videos, maybe just hang out, maybe even play some Wobble Dogs. You guys remember Wobble Dogs? I commented this, but the NFT video is one of my favorites series in a while. Thank you. I think it's one of my favorites too. Ethan did a great job on it, and I'm very proud of it. What the F is Wobble Dogs? Dude, we played yesterday. It's crazy. It was a wild game. Maybe I'll do it on like He Said Us later or something. This is my first time catching you on stream and binging your YouTube content. Thank you, Booty Noise. Thank you for the what's it called? Hype train. Sorry, I'm not like I don't like Twitch, and I've fallen out of streaming, so I like always I stopped doing all the money stuff because I'm like, I don't want people to be incentivized to give me subs, because then I start worrying about subs. But I'll still I try to say the names of the subs every once in a while, but there's always too many. But I'll still thank you, Julia Hayes and Houseplants and everyone else who has given subs. Maves Market for 2 months. Brick Rubin, that's a great name, Brick Rubin. When you play Wobble Dogs, pet the cocoons. Oh, thank you. I never did that. I mean, that's why you told me, of course. I hear birds outside, like geesh, like geesh. I subbed for the toe and piss emotes. Do you like Sprite or root beer better? That's actually a good question. Right now I like root beer better, but it depends. Why is your stream from yesterday not available to watch in your past streams? I actually had to delete it because I accidentally showed something I wasn't supposed to show. Falcon Hobo says Sativa or Indica. I like Sativa more. Oh yeah, Elon Musk bought Twitter. Maybe we could talk about that today. Should we just jump right into it? I have this big list. I have a big list that I prepped before this. I'm trying to think if we could do a video on Elon Musk and Twitter. I'm trying to stand up. I need energy. I always get so tired when I stream. Ow! Freaking something cracked. I'm just trying to. I need. Oh, did you just see that person in my camera? Like right there? There's someone right there outside my window. Okay. If there is something we can do, bro needs a chiropractor.
Oh, I have seen the water.
What is this clip? This is from so long ago. This is when I lived at home. There's got to be a... Sarah, weren't you going to make like a compilation or something? Or you have like a list. You have like a doc. Yo, John with 16 months. 16 months. I edited for John when I think I started in November. No, yeah, maybe. No, well, I made the... No, it was like January, right? I think it was like January, yeah. because it was after I edited my first video for Curtis, but there's still... Yo, look, it's my 2 favorite streamers. So Laverne, I don't know who that is.
Oh, I have seen the water guns thing.
Ah!
Oh, I have seen the water guns thing.
Ah! Oh, that's great. Why did that guy look so ugly? How did I... Do you get to pick how your husband looks? He was so ugly. Does Sarah have more clips? Oh, I just accidentally went to her stream.
Oh, I have.
Why are there just clips of me doing my ad reads? Oh, I think I had to do that for them when I used to do that. But I don't have like, wait, view all popular clips. Top all. I want to find some real old ones. No, that's one where I'm like freestyling or something. This one was funny.
I never get sick of this. Someone's got to clip this.
How did that get... The music got past the copyright? I'll send you the doc. Yeah, you can text it to me. Hypersonic, my 5 Villas. First time watching live. Oh, thank you. Let's freaking jump into it. There's someone in chat who just typed a bunch of baloney. Just a bunch of baloney. Okay. So the first thing, I wonder if we can find some like good content on the Elon Musk Twitter thing, because that's like a good video to make that'll really get me some views. You know what I'm saying? Some views. That's all I care about. Elon Musk Twitter. Could you play Valorant? I don't think so. Okay. Dude, I can hear birds outside. I'm gonna record a video. I'm gonna do it. Guys, you heard the news. Elon Musk bought Twitter. Yeah, that's right. The Dogecoin overlord. I don't even like saying that ironically. So Elon Musk, king of free speech and the free world, and Tony Stark. Someone unironically said that in a video we watched on stream yesterday. If you want to join us on stream, twitch.tv/nickisnotgreen. Today with chat, we are going to look at what happened with the Elon Musk Twitter buyout and all of the fun stuff that came with it. Because there's a lot of fun tweets and videos out there, and we get to all come together and talk about our hate for Elon Musk. Let's do it. All I did was search Elon Musk Twitter, and I'm just looking through. Luckily, thank God, and for sure, I for sure believe him that nothing bad will come out of this. But he says that I hope even when my worst critics remain on Twitter. Wait, what? Oh, I read it wrong. I was like, what? I hope that even my worst critics remain on Twitter, because that is what free speech means. First reply talks about when Elon Musk tried to destroy a Tesla whistleblower. Someone who, you know, used to work at Tesla and came out talking about how bad the company was, how it tried to spy on people and wasn't good with privacy and spread misinformation. And, you know, that didn't go well for them. Let's just say that. Luckily, with free speech, we're allowed to spread this photo around. Still on Twitter. We can show this freely and no one can do anything about it because it's free speech. And Elon loves free speech, right? Hell yeah. Okay. Elon Musk says, yes. Free speech is the bedrock of a functioning democracy, and Twitter is the digital town square where matters vital to the future of humanity are debated. Yes, thank you so much for saying that you want to do that. You're just saying it. So I definitely believe you, and I'm very excited to... Oh, Dan Bilzerian. Remember him? There's nothing more important than freedom of speech. Anyone who censors or restricts that is on the wrong side. Oh, cool. Our friend Mr. Beast decided to ratio someone who made a little joke about Elon Musk asking who he is. Mr. Beast came in and he said, I'm gonna freaking defend my guy. Because as we all know, Mr. Beast is a big Gary Vee fan, big Elon Musk fan. Oh, Mr. Beast is really going to bat in these comments. Hey, Spam, enjoy your last few days before being yeeted. LOL. I wonder how many times he replied. What is his deal? Why is he the one doing this? Someone just made a spam comment and he's like, about to quit my job and go full-time on YouTube. Any tips or advice? Make the best videos possible. Thank you, Mr. Beast. That's why you're the best. You've got the best advice. You know exactly what to do out here on this platform. Make the best. Hey, guys, if you want to be like me and do YouTube full-time, just make the best videos possible. You made a good video? Oh, you think it's good? Is it the best one possible? Yo, new logo incoming. Doge on on the Twitter bird, right? We love that. Yo, Million says, huge to celebrate. I'm selling $50 to one person. Oh, dude, that's awesome. $50 whole dollars. Okay, this sucks. I hate watching any of this. When you buy hashtag Twitter and feel good about it. I think that gave me a hernia. Dude, I hate having to be in silence when I record a video. I can't even play music in the background. It's so weird. This is what Elon said. He's having a little billionaire fight. He said, in case you need to lose a boner fast. Yep, that is the wealthiest man in the world saying, you know, asking you if you need to lose a boner over Bill Gates being fat, I guess. An old man happens to have a belly. And unfortunately, that's like, I don't know why this tweet came out or what happened with it. Both of them have connections to Jeffrey Epstein, though, so I will not be taking a side. Oh, Mr. Beast, note to self, don't short Tesla. Is Mr. Beast's mouth tired of sucking off Elon Musk under every single tweet? Every single one? Like, what does he want out of it? Like, what is this? The freaking Bill Gates. If you're gonna make fun of Bill Gates, talk about how he's probably a pedophile because he went on Jeffrey Epstein's plane to go to the freaking island where he has sex with kids. You don't need to body shame him. He's an old dude. Of course he's gonna be chunky. Who cares? This is what Elon looks like. But he just had a lot of money, so he was able to put in hair plugs and look like he has a full head of hair. Man, this sucks. Sorry, I know we're just looking at this silently, but listen. For people who are wondering why it's bad that Elon Musk has Twitter, because, you know, he's a successful businessman. He's rich. He has a lot of money, which means he probably knows what he's doing. He's funny. Dogecoin, right? Elon Musk is basically what he does, you know? He grew up with a lot of money. His dad had an emerald mine with slaves in it, and, you know, it was passed down to him, and he had a ton of money, and he paid the freaking Tesla co-founders to add him on as like a founder of Tesla. He doesn't come up with ideas on his own. He's like a leech. He comes onto the ideas and then he plugs a bunch of money into them, and whether or not they're successful, because he has plenty that aren't successful, like the freaking Boring Company, where they're trying to do the Hyperloop trains that you'll probably die in if they end up making them, because if one fire starts and everyone dies. He tried saying that in the Hyperloop that wait, where? I need to find this tweet. It's wild. Yeah, he grew up as a rich white guy in apartheid South Africa. Have you checked Gab? I haven't checked Gab yet. Oh, what was I gonna look up? Right here, Elon said underground tunnels are immune to surface weather conditions. Subways are a good example. So it wouldn't matter to Hyperloop. I'm gonna start that over. I don't know how to talk. So it wouldn't matter to Hyperloop if a hurricane was raging on the surface. You wouldn't even notice. Have you ever seen a picture of a subway? Like even in New York, where the subways are basically as good as they are, like the best you can get in the whole country. Whenever there's horrible flooding and rain and storms there, the thing gets filled up with water. Have you not seen the pictures of subways just flooding? Hurricane Sandy causes flooding in New York City subway stations. And so you think if you had an enclosed loop in the ground, wait, let me see if I can get you guys a picture of what Hyperloop concept. I guess the idea, I don't know if it's underground or above ground. I don't know what his idea is. It's very like it's just a tube. It's just basically a tube that's the size of the train that goes really fast. It's hyper what's the word? I forgot I can't think of what the word is that I'm trying to say. A glorified metro, you know, just a bullet train. And he's saying that if there was a hurricane on the surface, you wouldn't even notice that a tunnel underground, you wouldn't even notice that there's anything going on. So that's really exciting. We're going to spend a bunch of money on a train that almost everyone outside of Elon has said is a bad idea and it's dangerous and it's probably going to hurt people. But we got to do it because he's rich and, you know, he gives money. He pays off the government to let him have little fun projects. And that's just awesome. There's an Elon, there was a White House press secretary thing.
Twitter agreeing to let Elon Musk go through this purchase. Do you have a response to that? And does the White House have any concern that this new agreement might have President Trump back on the platform?
Well, I'm not going to comment on a specific transaction. What I can tell you as a general matter, no matter who owns or runs Twitter, the president has long been concerned about the power of large social media platforms.
It all comes down to like, oh, is he going to let Trump back on the platform? I don't care if he lets Trump back on the platform. The dude has enough power to do whatever. Who cares? It doesn't matter. All those people are still going to find him either way. If you want to support him, it's easy to figure out what he still believes. If anything, he has funny tweets sometimes, and it makes Twitter a little more interesting. It is a little less, but it's less stressful now that he's not president. It's like, who cares? I know some people have the opposite opinion, and they're probably like, oh, if he gets back on Twitter, he's going to become president. I don't think it would change anything ever. Let's see. I want to see if there's, let's see what Fox Business has to say about it.
Elon Musk's Twitter takeover complete. The deal, of course, will be fully done sometime this year, but after days of waiting, I mean, it wasn't even months. It was literally days of waiting, hand-wringing, little bit of wrangling here. Tesla CEO Elon Musk will buy Twitter for $54.20 a share.
He got to buy it for $54. That's awesome. Good for him.
Or $44 billion in a deal that will take the popular microblogging service private.
Yes, that classic. That's what we all call it. Microblogging. You know, the popular microblogging service.
Because he feels not quite popular enough, that it hasn't been gaining users, and it has not made the kind of money that Elon Musk feels it could make. So that purchase price actually represents about a 38% premium to Twitter's closing price back on April 1st. That was the last trading day before Elon Musk disclosed his approximately 9% stake in Twitter. So here's what we know. He's secured about $25.5 billion of fully committed debt and margin loan financing. And then he is providing an approximately $21 billion in equity commitment. So Charlie, as I mentioned, just landed. He's been following the Twitter story from the start. Joins
Come on,
us now
Charlie,
with new
tell
details.
us what's up.
No breakup fee that I can see. Are you seeing anything here, Charlie?
No, and this followed the script that I told you to.
Yo, how do you go on the news with like so many people watching, thousands, maybe millions of people watching, and then they're like, oh, we got to get this guy on, and he's like, yeah, I can call you on the phone, on the landline, and you can barely understand what he's saying. It's like when it comes to news, when it comes to like your normal like new industry news, like the quality is just so. It's so bad. They don't care about anything. The amount of money that's plugged into them, and this hasn't changed in 20 years. The format hasn't changed at all. It's awesome. Listen, how much more stuff is on? It just happened, so I don't even know how much more stuff is on. What about this?
To some news.
Oh yeah,
and apparently it has happened. We know that a couple of weeks ago, Elon Musk put in an offer of almost $44 billion to buy Twitter, and apparently we're hearing it is now a done deal. That Twitter's board, after much consideration, has decided that they're going to take his offer. The last we heard, it was around $54 a share, but because, as Sandra pointed out earlier, the share price was rising, Musk might have had to kick in another billion or so dollars, but it looks like Twitter is...
Yeah, just kick in another billion or so, man. That's great that some random person who is one person out of, you know, like we're all, you know how many people are on the earth, and it's one man. Just one dude gets to do that. That's really cool. Sounds like a fair deal. You know why? Because he worked really hard, guys, and he provides great things for us. Like the great Graham Stephan told us, you know, Jeff Bezos should be able to ride in a spaceship because he provided so much good to us.
Is going to be transitioning from a public company to a privately held company now with Elon Musk at its head. And Sandra, everybody's wondering what this is going to mean. And
tell them, Sandra, what's it going to mean?
Liberals have been almost losing their minds over this idea.
I'm losing my mind. To be completely, you know, to tell you my opinion on what I think is going to happen, I don't think anything's going to change. for like the average Twitter user. I think it's bad in the overall grand scheme of things because I don't think one person should be the owner of something as big as this. I don't think anyone should have the money to be able to do that. But I don't think anything's going to change because life isn't as exciting as we think it is. I think it's going to be, maybe this will kick me in the ass in a week from now and something awful is going to happen. And Twitter Blue Plus is going to come out and you have to buy it with Dogecoin. But I don't think anything's going to happen, right? I don't know. What do I know? I don't know anything about this kind of stuff. I'm losing my marbles, though, because I'm a liberal. I'm losing my marbles.
And apparently, a lot of liberals have been almost losing their minds over this idea.
This is a done deal. The press release is officially out. Elon Musk to acquire Twitter. The deal, $54.20 a share, $54.20 a share. The news we knew was coming as of a few minutes ago, John, because Twitter shares, which have been spiking in anticipation of this news, were halted a few minutes ago pending news. So the stock is still not reacting because it's been halted so that this press release could come out. But this deal is valued at approximately $44 billion. I mean, that is an unbelievable amount of money. It will become
No, it's not. No, it's not. If you were a YouTuber, you'd agree that it's really not that much money.
Upon the completion of this transaction.
She messed up what she was trying to say. That's awesome. Yes, I never do that.
It will become upon the completion of this transaction, Twitter will become a privately held company. And it goes back to that Wall Street Journal piece that Bill Hemmer and I were digging into last hour. What exactly does this mean? And what exactly will he do with this company? Many are wondering whether or not he'll expose the algorithms inside.
This lady can't even talk. It's so funny because I am awful at talking and I continue to mess up. But like it's funny for some reason when someone messes up what they're gonna say, right? When they just say something and they don't mean to. You guys make fun of me for doing it. I can make fun of her, right?
Inside that company shake up, are wondering whether or not he'll expose the algorithms inside that company, shake up leadership within that company. Will employees who have threatened to leave if he buys this company, will they actually follow through on that? There's a whole lot of questions about what he is going to do with this company, but it is, as of a few moments ago, it's a done deal. And Musk has disclosed his approximately 9% stake in the company.
Yeah, he said he wanted more transparency. He wanted less censorship. He said that he hopes that his own critics will continue to be active on Twitter because that's what free speech is all about. Tom Shalhoub is with.
Do you think, like, what is the actual like censorship that Twitter has done that they like talk about? Because I don't know what they mean. I think mostly they just mean Trump. Because there was like factual evidence out there of stuff he said being false, and I don't care if he's on Twitter or not, honestly. I think I have literally no opinion on it. I couldn't care less. It's not going to change my life. But like, I don't feel like there was any other accounts that got shut down. All they did was add the little tag for misinformation, which I guess to people who believe in what they believe in, if they think that's wrong, I don't know. It was kind of proven to be wrong, like, but I guess that's the whole thing, is that they think it's a fraud. I don't know. I don't care. Let's move on to something else. I don't even know if I even talked enough to make this a video. I don't even know what I'll do with it. We'll find out. Next up on the docket, my boxing trainer sent me a you should see the Twitter reviews on the Apple Store. Let me see. It's taking forever to load.
With us, we were.
Oh, it's not what I meant to play. The Apple Store isn't loading. I think there's too many people like looking at it or something. It won't load. Is the Apple Store down or is it your Wi-Fi? Well, I assume if my Wi-Fi was down, I wouldn't be streaming right now. Okay, whatever. Okay, next up on the docket, my boxing trainer, he sent me this video. He said that he watched my video on the guy on TikTok who can tell the future and talks about what's going to happen in the future. And he said he found a video that actually was pretty believable. And he said, you should watch it and see what you think. And I said, okay, I'll give it a shot. So we're going to check it out. I actually don't have any idea what it is, so who knows if it's going to end up being a video or not. But I'd love to find out if this is legit or not. Now, channel's called Omar Gosh. That's pretty funny. His name is Omar. The channel's called Omar Gosh. Omar Gosh TV, 4 million subs. Pretty crazy. The video is called Man is Living in 2027 and Human Race is Gone. Video proof. And then it says this, which I don't know what this means. Oh, is this the Twitter account of? Oh, this is the guy who's living in 2027. And my trainer sent me this guy's TikTok, but it's all in Spanish. And I don't speak Spanish. He does. So I was like, I don't really know what's going on. But we'll watch this first and then we'll see if it's really true. Okay? Let's find out.
What if you woke up one day to the terrifying reality that you were the only one left on Earth?
So that, he posed a question. Let's talk about that. Yo, let's talk about that. What if you woke up to the terrifying reality that you were the only one left on Earth? Would you unalive yourself? Yes or no? Sorry. Someone said it in chat. Someone said no way I would be the only one still alive. Yeah, I don't think it'd be me. Everyone's saying yes, they'd opt out. I'd probably figure out how to reproduce with myself. Well, this is dramatic. I love it. Okay, it's still going. Long intro. That's fine.
Meet Javier, aka Único Sobreviviente, which means lone survivor.
Oh, someone said that in chat. Lone survivor. Okay, so his name's Lone Survivor. So is the idea that he's the only one left? Let's find out. It's a long word. Único Sobreviviente.
He claims to have woken up in a hospital with no recollection of who he was. When he wakes up, he notices that there's no...
Also, this guy's got a great voice, by the way. Oh my gosh. I'd be like, oh my gosh.
No nurses, no doctors, nobody in the hospital at all. When he goes outside to investigate, there's no cars moving, nobody on the streets, not even a bird flying in the air. Yeah, no animals. Now he's recording all of these videos and people are asking so many questions, including myself. At first glance, when you watch these videos, they're very entertaining. You're like, oh, he must be recording them early in the morning. Maybe he did it during one of the lockdowns. He just filmed a bunch of videos and he's just releasing them now, but that's not so. The more I watched, the more I became scared. If you've ever watched movies like I Am Legend, shows like The Walking Dead, you know that there's a lot of money involved in those production sets. Millions of dollars on CGI to make it look like the world is desolate. Now Javier is only using his phone to film and uploading these videos barely edited onto TikTok. And he lives in a very big city. Now, as he starts getting his memory back, he remembers that he was in 2021. When he looks at computers, looks at his phone, everything is exactly the same as 2021, except all the dates on every electronic device is saying 2027. He realizes that there's some sort of connection between 2021 and 2027. He still has access to the internet, and he's even shown different locations, exact coordinates to where.
This is actually pretty interesting, because what if, what if, we'll see. Because how does he, what is everyone's guess? We'll get to the bottom of it. But what is everyone's guess of how he is doing it? Obviously, the dates he can change manually, so that's pretty obvious. But how do you think he got all those people to be gone? Well, wait, we'll see. Listen, guys. My trainer, Will, he sent this to me, so I got to give it a fair shake. Okay? So you can see people in the background. Listen, give it a second.
Where he's at and
someone just said mirrors. Yep, that's
leaving things. This is something like a parallel world, a different dimension, but a connection from 2027 where he's at in 2021. What I find rather fascinating and unique is he's going to these places that are populated, and that's what makes me wonder, like, did he really do this during lockdowns and just leave those things there and then had this master plan of people finding them later on? You're not going to want to miss this because the story gets even crazier. And I know what you're thinking, like, this cannot be real.
That's what I'm thinking. This can't be real.
There's something that he's doing. Maybe some virtual reality, maybe some tricks with his camera, maybe he's paying people. Valencia, Spain is huge. It's home to about 2.5 million people. When you see some of these videos, even during lockdowns, you can see birds in the air. You can see, I mean, this is, you know, of course, other videos that people are posting of where he's been. There are people there, very crowded areas. I put myself in his shoes, like, he's probably really scared. He's by himself. What would you do? Think about it.
I put myself in his shoes and I wondered, man, I'd be freaked out. So it's enough. We gotta stop being suspicious. Okay? Because if we're suspicious, then we're invalidating this guy's personal experience. Okay? So then we're assholes. Okay? Omar just read our mind. I feel that.
Think about it. I mean, this surpasses every fear. Imagine being all alone.
That doesn't surpass every fear. What about sharks? What about snakes? What about dying in a fire? I'm scared of that. I'd rather wake up and have no one around than die in a fire.
Us human beings, like, we have a connection. We have a connection to other people, to animals. We need that connection. We need those relationships. Nobody around. You're alone. If something happens to you, like, that's it. It's just you. Now, this is where it gets interesting. There's followers of his on his TikTok videos requesting certain locations for him to go and explore and to show that there's no one there. We're not just talking about regular places. These are historic landmarks in Valencia, Spain. Churches, hospitals, even a soccer stadium. Some have argued that he's going early in the morning, but he continues to prove people wrong.
It's actually kind of wild. Kind of wild. What if it, you know, we'll figure it out, you know? Thank you for the sub, Benji.
In this video, Javier shows a comment on the screen, and the comment says this: all your videos are made super early in the morning at 6 a.m. or 7 a.m. when there's no one around. He then goes with this comment on the screen to a heavily populated part of the city with a clock, a public clock, and shows that the time is 5:46 p.m. I think that's military time. And I don't know about you, I mean, here in America at 5 o'clock, it's
you guys are just a bunch of skeptics. You guys are a bunch of freaking skeptics. I mean, come on, look at this. Look at this. That's when people take siestas. Let's find out. Valencia, Spain, siesta time. But I mean, that's between 2:30 p.m. and 7 p.m. That's a big window. That's crazy that they have siestas. I always forget that's a thing in other places.
It's rather busy. People are just getting out of work. That's considered rush hour.
I keep looking for signs of human life. Today, I was able to eat. Listen, guys, I'm looking at the chat, and you guys are just freaking skeptics. What is this? We don't believe in time travel all of a sudden. We don't believe in anything. We can't have fun anymore. Everyone's so, oh, this is impossible. What about maybe it's not, you know? This makes sense. He woke up and TikTok is a sort of interdimensional portal to get 7 years. You don't need Wi-Fi. You don't need service. You don't need any people. If time travel exists, logic, throw logic out the window. We don't know anything about this world. Is that him? Does he have a drone too? At the very least, this is a really cool idea for a TikTok account. At the very most, life and reality as we know it has been broken and everything's shattered, and this is and everything goes out the window in terms of what we thought we knew about our lives and our existence.
Now, this is Javier's TikTok page. I encourage you to go check it out, give him a follow, let him know that Omar sent you. Now, when I first came across this TikTok page, you know, I was like...
But actually, though, like, let me give some praise. Because this isn't like I like this video because we're not, like, goofing on a guy, or we're not, like, it's not some annoying guy. Like, this is a good, well-made video. And... Oh, what was I gonna say? This is like a Shane Dawson video, but like good. You know what I'm saying? Like the music is right, the editing's good, the guy has a good voice, he uses a good mic. You know what I'm saying? Thank you so much, a person who can, for 5 gifted subs. Thank you so much. Holy crap. Hold on. Oh my gosh. Rat Girly, thank you for the sub. Hold on. Sorry. Okay. Let's get back to it. Melody Hab, thank you for first time in chat. Kenny's here. What's up, Kenny? I think you were already here for a while. I don't know why I just said that. It's just because Nikayla said something. A good Shane Dawson video is an oxymoron.
It's all in Spanish. Now, luckily for me, I know how to read Spanish. I mean, yeah, Spanish was my very first language. Fun fact about your boy Omar Gosh TV here. There's some
Omar Gosh! I love that YouTube name.
Things that I don't know. I would say English is my primary language. Okay, so this person pretty much says go inside of an airport. I understand that there's maybe some travel restrictions here and there, but I don't know. I mean, it even shows flights there and it shows the times. And I mean, this place is just completely empty. Lights flickering there. This person said they'll give him $500,000 if they do that. You know, he goes into the bathroom, completely empty. Somebody here in the comments of that video said, why don't you go into an airplane? And I think it's great. I think it's really fun looking at some of the comments.
This is wild. It really is pretty wild that they did it, though. I'm not even kidding. Like, every single time I'm like, nah, there's something he's doing there. Like, besides the bit, I'm going to continue saying that it's absolutely real and that reality, he's broken reality and there's an alternate reality. But this is interesting. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to figure this out, right?
Grab a video passing through the river or passing by the river. And I mean, you could see there's no cars on the streets, nobody walking around. I mean, I don't even see birds in the sky. I mean, pay attention and see if you see any birds in the sky. I mean, I'm looking. I've been looking. You guys might be able to help me on this. I mean,
I think, okay, this is my theory. My theory is that there's like very talented VFX people that this guy's working with. Like some other people have said it in chat. Jordan, what's up? Jordan, you gotta jump on stream and do a little funny little thing with me. Explain yourselves. No, it's not like that. We're trying to figure out if this guy really is time traveling. But it's actually pretty... I think that it is a VFX team that is working with him, because the way he walks very slowly, and he's like going through the streets. So I feel like it's a bigger operation than it lets on. Like it's just a guy pretending he's by himself, but still, I don't get how it looks so good. Like maybe he goes to areas where there's not as many people, so it's easier to like mask them out. But it looks like it looks like a normal video, right?
I mean, I don't understand. So if somebody says to go to a Mercedes dealership and grab a Mercedes.
Wait, what? Oh, sorry. Hold on. I gotta show this.
Mercedes dealership and grab a Mercedes. So he finds his key right here, and I guess he's looking around and see what car.
Dude, there's just a key. There's just a key sitting there on the table.
And grab a Mercedes.
I'm like, why is there just a key on the corner of the table?
So he finds his key right here, and I guess he's looking around and see what car this key belongs to, and he finds it. It's right outside. I mean, how was he able to do this upon request? Somebody requested him to go to a Mercedes dealership, and look, he's driving the car. He's the only one on the street.
Well, this is the middle of the night. It's like very late. Well, okay, this is what I think. Yo, Derek. Jordan says, look how the environment warps to keep it stable. No, dude, that's just the alternate reality warping. Because he's breaking reality by putting it on TikTok. Okay? The comments asking for locations are set up, right? Well, at least he gets like thousands and thousands and thousands, because he has millions of followers. So he gets thousands and thousands of comments. And so he can pick out very specific ones that he's able to do. And if he has a VFX team and like money behind him, then like they can pay the Mercedes dealership to do whatever. I don't know. I don't freaking know. It's not my job to know. Just kidding. I like this. This is fun.
And look, he's driving the car. He's the only one on the street. And this looks like dusk. There's somebody in the comment of this video saying, I'm starting to believe that what you're going through is...
In the window, in the mirror. He's got the reflection too. Should have my apartment set up end of this week so streamy we meet. Hell yeah.
It's real now. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm believing it too. This guy is trapped in another dimension, not just in time, but you know, some sort of connected.
This guy could do so many things, and I will never like I will never like actually believe that. I think in order for me to believe that it's real, I'd have to like get on a FaceTime call, or he'd have to do like an Instagram live and walk around, and still I'd be like, okay, there's something in the phone where you're like, because I'm always gonna go back to like, oh, there's just a bunch of money and VFX behind him, right? So that's where I'm at. It's like the only way I'm ever gonna believe something like this is real is basically never. Hey, so I found a video explaining what I think this person's doing. If you want me to send in chat, yes, send in chat. This is like a fun fantasy world building exercise, like Mystery Flesh Pit National Park. What is that? Is that a porn website? Oh, we got to look at that after this. This is awesome. So it looks like some sort of ARG type thing, like an SCP. Yeah, that's what they're called. Okay, we'll watch the video that the chatter sent in once we finish this.
World, except there's nobody in his world but him. And this one right here, he goes to the...
That would be cool one day on stream to like get into an ARG. I'm not smart though. We'd have to like get a lot of people to help out on stream. The Monument Mythos YouTube channel is insane. Hey Jordan, can we be cool real quick? Can you just relax with those kind of jokes? It's just a little inappropriate right now. Specifically, it's just in bad taste, I guess.
Palacio de Marquez, and they said they'll give him $500,000, and he's in there.
I love how he's like, yeah, and they said they give him this much money, as if like, oh, because they did that, like it's legit. Like, no, they're not obviously not gonna give him $500,000. He's in a different dimension. He can't accept money. Money doesn't mean anything to him.
A place that would be very busy, usually filled with people. Nobody there. Busy city. No security guards. Nobody. Anyways, let's move on to the next. In this video, he has some keychains. Still.
Nick, I don't think you realize I binge ARGs. Dude, if you're free, let's jump on Discord after this and let's look at some. I have a big list of stuff that I need to watch, but you can join.
Looking around for birds.
I also want to play I was playing Tony Hawk today, so we should play Tony Hawk together on stream too. That would be fun. Oh.
Don't see any, but he hides this keychain and leaves a latitude and longitude location right on the screen for somebody to find this, being that there's a connection between 2027 and 2021. If he leaves something behind, somebody's gonna find it.
Well, yeah, that's how the real world works. I don't feel like that makes it really any more proof. Derek says I get off work in 30 minutes. Bro, yes, let's play. Jordan, do you have a PS5 or a PS4? I swear I thought you were going to say that you should play Wobble Dog. Dude, we're going to play Wobble Dog later. Or probably not, actually. Well, if Derek gets off work, we'll probably play Tony Hawk, because Tony Hawk's very fun. But I still have a lot of videos I want to shoot.
Hides it in the tree. I mean, this is fascinating. Either that or, I mean, this guy is a pro when it comes to editing and special effects. But what makes this crazy, I mean, you can still see nobody in the background. But let's go to the next clips here. People are actually sharing that they found.
Well, yeah, because he left it there in real life. I feel like that doesn't prove it more. I have a PS5 and I gotta go to bed. No, buy Tony Hawk so we can play. Derek and Ethan and I have been playing Tony Hawk. Can you do a quick soda rank? Root beers alpha? Yeah, we can do a tier list later. That'd be fun. I think we've done a soda tier list in Sprite 1. We did it a while ago. Tiny Cock Pro Skater.
His keychain with the coordinates that he gave them. Now, this person is also showing that the area that he was in is a populated area. You can see people walking their dogs.
Yeah, this doesn't really change the fact that it could be VFX though, right? It's still crazy because I don't know, it looks legit. Like, it doesn't look that off, right? It's also, yeah, it's not that populated. Like, if there was a couple people, I feel like it'd be easy, especially with TikTok's like compression. It's not super high quality.
You can see people jogging, having picnics, and there it is. There's the keychain right there. He put a note there for them. This guy is in shock. Here's another one right here. Guy found it. I mean, did he go out early in the morning when nobody was around and film these shots right before he posted the video? I don't know. I don't know. That's what makes this so cool. This one right here, somebody tells him, why don't you go to the subway? Nobody there. Nobody at the subway. And I don't know if you've seen that shot of him walking in. It's still daytime. How is there nobody around? I mean, I know that there's some lockdowns in certain countries, but there's still people doing things. There's still people out there. Maybe he has some connections to, I mean, I know that when the lockdowns were first happening, I mean, you can get arrested for being in some parts of certain cities, you know, depending on where you're at.
This is pretty wild. Omar makes me want to believe. I know, right? Do they talk about how he publishes the vids? What do you mean? Like how he puts it on TikTok? I got WWE too. Oh my gosh, I'm excited. I love WWE. That game is so fun. I haven't played in a while. I think they talk about, I don't think they talk about it because, you know, he's from a different dimension and he used to be in 2021. So he still has his phone with TikTok, and TikTok is the interdimensional portal between 2021 and 2027. There's an interdimensional portal there, so he can leave keychains there, I think. Can he still update his TikTok? Yeah, obviously. What are you talking about? No, I'm just kidding. That'd be funny if he's like he can't update his phone until he goes back to. No, guys, his phone is a portal, interdimensional portal. I don't know how the keychain thing works.
I mean,
the portal's only for keychains. Yeah, nothing else gets sent to the other side, like his footprints and dirt and shit and his shit. You know, neat concept, but it's a lie. Yeah, I would assume so. What has he been doing for 6 years? He woke up, guys. He woke.
He's walking around and there's nobody around. I mean, look, he just gets right past the gate. Don't need your Metro card, bud. Nope. A lot of these videos, people are challenging him to go to certain places. On this one, somebody challenged him, why don't you go back to the hospital? See if you could find some information about yourself, maybe some paperwork. So he goes to the hospital. I mean, this is his vision of when he woke up in the hospital and he didn't know where he was. I mean, that had been so confusing. Nobody around, and you can clearly see there's nobody around. And it says here that he found some paperwork on him, and he shows it. I guess he found that necklace too, but it says his name there. Somewhere it does say the date too. Yeah, 2021. Weird. Okay, this one by far has to be probably my favorite for good reason. It's scary.
Ooh, we're about to get spooked. Has he given info about who he is, his life, etc.? I don't think so. He has a video of him in the reflection. Maybe that would break the interdimensional portal. He's like, hey, I'm a senior VFX supervisor from the future. Yeah, I don't know if he does have his name's Javier. I wonder if someone said in chat earlier that maybe it was like a movie, like promoting something, like a movie set thing, and I was like, might not be a bad idea if it's like, even if it's a small VFX team who's like, hey, if we can get into certain places also, then we can, I don't know. But maybe it's like a team that's trying to just, I mean, the TikTok channel is doing crazy numbers, so I'm sure like they're making a lot of money off of the creator fund. So maybe it's funding itself, you know?
He goes to the zoo. I don't know. I mean, did they take the animals out of the zoo? And still, like, how was he able to have access to a zoo? You can see they still have fountains running. I still don't see birds in the sky. This looks like an area where there would probably be maybe some chimpanzees, some large cats.
This is crazy. There's a video. Jordan said, yo, if he's on a production team, they'd have the locations isolated. That's true. Maybe it's on a movie set. But he, like, turns around and stuff, too. But, like, he got into the zoo.
How was he able
Like, he's opening the zoo thing. Because, like, you can't just take the animals out. I mean, he can, I guess. But, like, for a guy's TikTok, it's got to be a bigger operation here.
Have access to a zoo. You can see they still have.
And this has been going on since like last year, I think. So it's been a while. So it's not like a weekly thing that like a movie is like coming out soon. I don't know. What did they do with the chimps? They've gone too far.
Have fountains running. I still don't see birds in the sky.
This is the Little Rock, Arkansas zoo, because it's almost empty just like this. No, this is in Spain.
This looks like an area where there would probably be maybe some chimpanzees, some large cats.
They took the cats and
maybe
the chimpanzees.
an elephant or two. There's no animals at the zoo. They all disappeared. That was probably where the gorillas were. Bigfoot. Yeah, there's no animals. Where'd the animals go? Is this an abandoned zoo? It looks pretty kept up. The lawn is freshly mowed. The landscape looks nice. I mean, as you can see in the earlier shots, the fountains were on in the water. Where are the animals? This one's pretty cool.
Hey Maze and Just Champ, what's up? I wonder if anyone says what zoo it is, like if people know and they went back.
Cool. So he asks Alexa.
¿Qué fecha es hoy?
Es domingo, 21 de marzo de 2027.
2027?
March 21st on a Sunday, 2027. Alexa said it.
Can't be wrong. Alexa can't be wrong. This is actually like wild though. Does he say when the people disappeared? No, he woke up in 2027 and everyone was gone. He walks really fast. Since there is so much electricity, why not turn on the TV? What the heck? Go to this restaurant. There's always people there. That has to be a... I was like, that has to be a planted comment, right? But also, like, there's pictures on the Google Maps. Show the expiration date of any product in a store. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. It would just be... It's gonna be the expiration date of something that's now. It'd be crazy if it was like something from the future, but obviously the point is that like everyone's been gone since then.
Okay, this was one that definitely made me scratch my head. I thought...
I won't scratch my head. We'll do a poll after this. Watch this and we'll see how many people scratch their heads.
That this was a good idea. Whoever wanted him to do this. They said to go to a police station. This is what I find...
Why did he get the key from?
Weird. He has a key to get inside the police station. Like, I mean, maybe he found the key outside. I don't know. One of the police cars is running too. I don't know if he goes inside the police station or he tries to go in. But as you can see, there's nobody in there. I mean, cops usually freak out if you're trying to break into the police station.
I mean, if you try to go in the front door while it's closed, I'm sure they wouldn't freak out. But also, it's the middle of the day. It's daytime.
And yeah, this police car is running and
whoa!
He gets in. Maybe it was running for days. I don't know. That's why I find this one a little peculiar. Let me know in the comments what you think. During lockdowns, schools closed. They're still closed. There's a lot of schools in the United States here where people are being homeschooled. Kids are being homeschooled. But, I mean, shouldn't there be maybe like a janitor there? Or maybe somebody gave them access to go into the school? I mean, these are possibilities. I'm not ruling that out. But this person said they'd give him $1 million if he went.
They always say he'll give him that much money. And I'm like, that's not like he actually gets the money. It doesn't change anything.
Into a school. Now, maybe it's a lot harder. I know a lot of these people that comment on his videos.
He's a cop and just everyone runs away when he goes somewhere. Everyone just flees the city.
Are from Spain or close by. So they may know, or maybe they feel like it's really hard to get into some of these schools. And you could see he's in there and it's empty. Enter the Mestalla a la Cancha. I don't know. I think that's their football team, aka soccer.
Where is he getting the keys?
In Valencia, Spain. I could be wrong. Don't quote me on that. Don't get upset with me. But he's walking around this stadium like he owns the place, opening up doors. I mean, you can see there's nobody there. I mean, maybe soccer's not in season right now. Possibly. There goes all the players.
It is bizarre though. Betty picked specific comments of places to go that he could pay for access to in order to film. That's true. Maybe there's like, maybe, oh, that makes sense. Like, I wonder if there's certain areas in Spain where it's known that you're able to like pay to do shooting there. But there's still no like equipment or anything. It could be off season. The schools didn't have anything in them. Were there any weird reflections in the trophy? No, I looked at that too. I was like looking at the,
you could see
I was looking at the reflection of the trophies. I didn't see people
this
or anything.
stadium like he owns the place, opening up doors, merch there, run the place. But this is cool right here. Like, he gets to go inside of the stadium. There's not one person there. You don't see any birds in the air again. It's a very...
Is that a drone, though? That's a drone, space. Right? Well, unless that's like that might be the cable thing for cameras to go across, because sometimes they have a big cable thingy so they can do the top shots when in football.
People say that that was a drone floating in the sky.
It just cut off after that.
Was a drone in there. You don't see any birds in the air again. It's a very open space. Some people say that that was a drone floating in the sky.
I think it might have already been there if it was one of those things, because, well, he did show a drone shot earlier, so maybe... Yeah, you can't just rent out a hospital, someone said. This is honestly very interesting. Like, obviously, I don't, like, believe it, because, you know, I don't. But maybe this guy just stinks really bad and doesn't have any friends. Oh.
Out of a movie in me, because I love science fiction movies, and this is something out of a movie. I mean, when you watch his videos, you can't help but to feel like you're there with him.
Okay, let's get to the bottom of this. Shout out to Omar Gosh TV. That was a great video. It was very fun. I had a good time watching it. Now, we'll look at some of Javier's things. Hold on, let me get... Do I have the Google Translate? Oh, here we go. I just want to translate the comments and stuff. Okay, I got the stuff to translate. What is that supposed to be? So this was like a day ago. He's been doing this for like when was his first TikTok? I mean, he makes a lot of them. Like, it feels like some of these things would take a while if he wanted... Oh, wait, I just saw birds. Today, well, I thought hacer was to do. Today, I did 3 birds. Oh, today is 3 months. So I guess there are birds. Tell us if GTA 6 is out. Okay, let's see what the first one he posted was. Today I did 3 birds. I just assumed that that word was birds because I don't know Spanish very well. February 13th, 2021 is when he started. He's been doing this for over a year, and he posts videos like constantly. That's crazy. How often he's been able to... He's like, yeah, I want to die because I'm in 2027 and no one is here and my life sucks. The only way I would believe you is showing me a hospital. He has done a hospital. This is in Spanish. He has done a hospital. Can I translate this though? Whatever. They know what it is. Oh wait, what if I do this? English to Spanish. ha hecho un hospital. Yep. Gotta protect my boy Javier. You know what I'm saying?
I'll be fucked up if you can't be right. Yeah, I do the same thing. I told you that.
Okay. Do a live TikTok, bro, so that we know we can trust you. If it's true, go to Valencia and get the Holy Grail. Grab a luxury car if you can, and yes, this is true.
No puedo mostrarla porque no sé si existo en vuestro año y no sé quién soy. Podría...
What's he going? What's going on?
You want me then, but easy comedy.
I don't want the music. It's gonna copyright me. What am I looking at? Someone said play a song that hasn't come out yet. Dude, all the songs have come out because he teleported from 2021 to 2027 and everyone disappeared in 2021 when that happened because he goes to the food and the food is all from 2021. What do these people not get in their thick skulls, dude? These thick skulls. Thank you for the 200 bits, Shrulu. Can you check out the Gerbs on Twitter and tell me your honest thoughts? I don't, if you weren't a first time chatter, I probably would, but I don't really take payment for I don't take payment for promotion or whatever, sorry. Also, I'm pretty sure it's an NFT project, so no, maybe it's not. I can't tell. It says the owner. Yeah, it looks like it's a crypto thing. That's not really how we do things. That's cheers, no worries, congrats on the stream. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate that. Know my story and Unico story. He's got another story thing. I don't care about the football stuff because there's a lot of times where there's nobody there, and if he can do the VFX, then he can do everything else. Jacob loves Frank Ocean. Thank you for the tier 1. Do you have a subreddit? We technically do, but no one really uses it, and I might honestly take it down just because I hate Reddit, and it always just ends up being like a shit show whenever people have one. But hey, if you want to join it, you can join it while it exists. We'll see. Someone just sent me a TikTok in chat, Ghoulweed420. And because I feel nice, we'll watch it.
Some people eat snails. They must not like fast food. Some people.
That was scary. Oh my gosh. Go her. She's killing it. Okay, let's get to the bottom of this. This is gonna be a long video. We watched that guy's whole video. Okay, let's see. Someone said this explains what happens.
Dear fellow scholars, this is 2-minute papers with Dr. Károly Zsolnai Fehér. Today, we are going to take a collection of photos like these and magically create a video where we can fly through these photos. How is this even possible? Especially that the input is only a handful of photos. Well,
it depends
we
how
give
real
it to
this
a
will
learning
look.
algorithm and ask it to synthesize a photorealistic video where we fly through the scene as we please. That sounds impossible. Especially that some information is...
If this looks real, or if it like looks good and this is real, this is crazy. I didn't know this was possible.
Given
I assumed it would be possible, but it'd look like shit, but we'll see how real it looks.
This is really not much. And everything in between these photos has to be synthesized here. Let's see how well this new method can perform that, but don't expect too much. And Wow, it took a handful of photos and filled in the rest so well that we got a smooth and creamy video out of it.
A smooth and creamy video. That is crazy. It looks so real.
So the images certainly look good in isolation. Now, let's compare it to the real-world images that we already have but have hidden from the algorithm, and hold on to your papers. Wow. This is breathtaking. It is not a great deal different, is it?
So that was a photo they didn't even put into the algorithm. I assume that's what he means. That is wild.
Does this mean? Yes. It means that it guesses what reality should look like almost perfectly. Now note that this mainly applies for looking at these images in isolation. As soon as we weave them together into a video and start flying through the scene, we will see some flickering artifacts, but that is to be expected. The AI has to create so much information from so little, and the tiny inaccuracies that appear in each image.
Okay, so this makes sense. I think this is definitely how it happened. Like, this is... I think this is it. Thank you, Yeska. Because he had to have just taken a bunch of pictures, and then, oh, Bambi's awake. Hello. I don't know how he got in this room because he was... I swear I closed the door, and I heard him meowing, so maybe he opened the door. Whoa, hey. Hello, tired little boy. I feel like that has to be the way that he did it. Oh, hi. Wow. Yeah, I think he probably took a bunch of pictures and then photoshopped the people out of it, and then that was probably it. So, that is just bizarre. I didn't know that existed. Look at his little tail. It just keeps going back and forth. Just like flicking back and forth. Look at him. Whoa. Where's he going? He's just sort of sitting there. Bambi has grown, I feel. Yeah, he's getting a lot bigger. He's like 13 pounds now. I think he was like 9 when I got him. Usually he jumps off by now. I don't know why he's still sitting here. I don't know what his plan is. He's just still sitting there. Thank you, Shrulu, for the tier 1 sub.
Image are different, and when played abruptly after each other, this introduces these artifacts. So, which regions should we look at to find these flaws? Well, usually regions where we have very little information in our set of photos and a lot of variation when we move our head. For instance, visibility around thin structures is still a challenge. But, of course, you know the joke. How do you spot a 2-minute papers viewer? They are always looking behind thin fences. Shiny surfaces are a challenge too, as they reflect their environment and change a lot as we move our head around. So, how does it compare to previous methods? Well, it creates images that are sharper and more true to the real images. Look, what you see here is a very rare sight. Usually, when we see a new technique like this emerge, it almost always does better on some datasets and worse on others. The comparisons are almost always a wash. But here, not at all. Not in the slightest. Look, here you see 4 previous techniques, 4 scenes, and 3 different ways.
Thank you, Slinky Co, for the sub. Thank you for the hype train. Yeah, so I assume he just takes a bunch of... How does he pick things up, though? Oh, true. Yeah, I didn't think about that. I mean, I guess he could weave a video into it. I don't know. There's videos of him in the reflection, too. But there could be videos that are real, and the ones where he picks stuff up could just be in places where he actually didn't have anyone there. Because he doesn't really show himself in the videos of like really popular places. Anyways, guys, that's the end of the time travel segment. That was a long little segment, but that was fun. That was fun. We got to the bottom of a mystery, and Bambi came right at the end of it. Oh, he does his little gum rub. He doesn't know if he wants to come to the desk or not. Thank you, everybody, for watching. If you're watching on YouTube, you should subscribe, check out some other videos, and share this with somebody. And let me know if you have any thoughts on time travel and if it's real. Okay, bye. That's the end of that video. Okay. We're just knocking out videos. I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick. So let's take 5. And then I have another video I want to watch that's pretty funny about Disney adults.
I was dreaming of the past, and my heart was beating fast. I began to lose control. I began to lose control. I didn't mean to hurt you, and I'm sorry I made you cry. I didn't want to hurt you, no I didn't. I'm just a jealous guy. I was feeling insecure. You might not want me anymore. I was shivering inside.
to this stuff, do I think it's corporate bullcrap? Yeah. I think it's all Disney doesn't give a shit about whether or not they use boys or girls at a theme park. It's all press. And no one actually cares about these things. No one's ever complained about it, right? So when this kind of stuff happens, most people, and I assume most people in chat, think, okay, and then it ends there. You just go, oh, okay. So when I hear that Disney will no longer use boys and girls at theme parks, I say, okay, I don't care. Why would I care? It doesn't change anything. Nothing changes because of this. And then I see videos like this that we're pretending like we care about it. Like Disney actively donates to causes that are anti-LGBTQIA+. Okay? And so I watch this and I say, I don't care. I don't care about these things. And these people have posted a 30-minute video, I've realized, is not a Mako says in chat. How do they make a 30-minute video about this? What could they possibly be talking about? So let's watch it. Let's see what happens.
How you doing? I'm Paul.
I'm Morgan.
And we talking about Disney, baby.
Okay, cringe start. No problem. Let's keep watching.
Yeah, Disney will no longer use words boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen at their theme parks here in America. Not sure what they're doing worldwide, but here in America, it is out with the old, in with the new, and by new, we're talking gender fluidity.
Oh boy.
And I
don't think that's what gender fluidity means, right? If they stop using binary pronouns, I don't think that means I don't think they have the term. They have the term right.
You see what I'm wearing? This is my Disney shirt that my mom bought me about 4 years ago at Walmart.
Mm-hmm.
God bless you.
Here's the catch. I wore this very intentionally. The catch is this. As we talk about this, Morgan and I will often bring a kind of an openness, even though we may have our position on a topic. We'll bring a little openness because this is a conversation with Morgan and I, with you guys. At the end of this, I might be like, okay, you know what? I feel okay to wear this shirt and I'll keep wearing it. Or I might, depending on how this goes, rip it in half. So you're going to have to stay.
Whoa. Dude, why do you own a Disney shirt in the first place? And if your mom bought it for you, who cares? Who cares about any of this? What makes you upset about this? Even if they take away the boys and girls, that doesn't mean suddenly they're like, oh, no one can be a boy or girl. It's just baffling to me that they even care. Because I could not care less what Disney decides to do with their park. It's a corporation that makes its decisions based off of its shareholders. So they don't actually believe any of the things they do, because it all has to do with whether or not their shareholders are going to invest in this company, or if they're going to leave, or if they're going to, speak out about certain things, or if they're going to not do that. And they don't care. They don't care. And also, the point of Disney has nothing to do with politics when you go to a Disney park. Of course, there are politics intertwined, as there are with everything. But when I go to a Disney park, and when most people go to a Disney park, they're not like, let me look around and figure out where my political beliefs lie. No, you go on a ride. You go on a ride. So nothing should be changing. I think you could still go on rides when you go. I don't think you usually go because they use the words boys and girls at theme parks, right? Unless they do. Maybe they do go to the park specifically because they use the term boys and girls at the theme park.
Tuned to the end of this video, because literally one of those two options is happening.
One of the two options is happening. Yeah, I would assume. You either rip the shirt off or you don't. I don't think there's even a third option that could happen.
Oh dear.
Yes.
I don't know if you're gonna be able to rip it in half.
So that's what you think of your husband.
You're in pain. You're back.
You think I look
Don't
like...
strain yourself.
You think I look like scrawny Pinocchio?
Disney reference.
What's that supposed to mean?
Oh my goodness. All right, well.
Yo, he was low-key hurt by that.
I guess we'll find out what
Her shirt says save the babies, by the way.
happens, but before we do...
It's a pro-life shirt.
Make sure you subscribe to this channel. We make videos on culture, social issues, and the church from a Christian perspective to help you have
Oh,
hope.
awesome,
And be
dude.
free. Amen. All right. Someone just asked, is Paul's onesie gender fluid? Guys, the onesie was not for me. It's for baby Luca. That was a joke.
And if you have no idea what we're talking about, that's because you weren't here when we first started
When
this
we
live.
clicked go live. But all right. Anyway, here's what I was going to ask. Oh, and before I ask this question, guys, come on. Hit that thumbs up. Hop out of the live chat. Give it a thumbs up. Or if you're watching the playback, just give it a thumbs up. It helps the algorithms. And if you believe that
Least you can do.
that conservative Christian content like this should go out into the world, that it's making a positive difference, hit that thumbs up. Help us out. All right. The question I was going to ask as we kick things off.
Dude, Bambi's rubbing his gums like crazy on my fingers. He is in lovey-dovey mode. Come over here. Come over here. He looks so tired. He is like a little exhausted guy. Hey. Like he's bumping his head into me. Hey. Oh, look at you. Look at you. Got rejected, dude. Oh, his hair's getting everywhere. Where's his... Over here. There you go. Oh, he's about to lay down on the desk. This is what happens when I brush him. Sorry, guys. I gotta take a quick second. To take advantage of the brush. Okay, let's keep watching.
About it's crazy, Morgan, because it's not just that Disney did away with using boys and girls.
Mm-hmm.
And this is like you'll see what we're talking about here. They said we have trained our workers to not use...
Excuse me, workers. I think you meant to say cast members. Thank you very much.
Boys and girls. And we've also changed, for those of you Disney fanatics in the live chat, we've changed I guess they have like an automated thing they play during the fireworks. It used to say, ladies and gentlemen.
Boys and girls.
And what do they have now? They've scrapped that.
I don't know.
And it's something like, hello, dreamers. Well, all right,
and that's why we watched the fireworks presentation, because they said ladies and gentlemen at the beginning. Like literally it's literally all just press shit. Like you shouldn't take anything seriously that any of these companies say. Dude, Bambi's just shedding, like sometimes he like I don't know, maybe someone can tell me in the chat how cats work, but like there's just random times of day where he'll be in this mood and he'll just start shedding like crazy. Like I start brushing him and I think his body is like, okay, time to freaking shed. And right now he's just being so like he's knocking his head into everything and he's brushing. Oh my gosh, I wish I could put the camera down so you could see his little face, because he's like rubbing his head up against everything. It's so cute. Dude, it's so funny. He's just rubbing his head on everything, but he's too short for the camera to see. Someone said that the Paul guy on this channel went to womaning. He says there's part of me that feels bad because I think Paul went to some conversion therapy place so he would like women. It's wild. I want to see like the actual press statement of what Disney said about this. Oh my god, there's so much hair coming off of this cat. Oh. Yes, cat. Oh my god, he's so boy. I wish I had another camera so you guys could see the grooming. Someone said, is that why he's allegedly resentful of his wife? How many things do I not know about these people? What is the, like, story behind them? Behind Paul and Morgan? I need to hear about this. I didn't even know this. There was this history, this lore behind them. Oh, there's so much hair coming off this cat. Freaking love brushing him when he's like super into it. Sorry. One sec, Bambi. I'll keep going. Is there no, like, is this just an interview? I want to see the actual... That was was that a Utah magazine? Oh, here we go.
Last summer, we removed all of the gendered greetings in relationship to our life skills. So we no longer say ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. We've provided training for all of our cast members in relationship to that. So now they know it's hello everyone or hello friends. We are in the process of changing over those recorded messages. And so many of you are probably familiar when we brought the fireworks back to the Magic Kingdom. We no longer say ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we say dreamers of all ages. And so I love the fact that it's opened up the creativity, the opportunity for our cast members to look at that. We have our cast members working with merchandise, working with food and beverage, working with all of our guest facing areas where perhaps, you know, we want to create that magical moment with our cast members, with our guests. And we don't want to just assume because someone might be in our interpretation, maybe presenting as female, that they may not want to be called princess. So let's think differently about how do we really engage with our guests in a meaningful and inclusive way that makes it magical.
I mean, it does. From a audience perspective, there is part of it that makes sense, because it's like, if you're trying to do the best thing you can do for your audience, at least if there are kids that are going to go there and they don't want to be referred to, and this is specifically for this instance, I don't give a shit about any of this, but specifically for this instance, if a kid doesn't want to be called a goddamn princess, then like obviously Disney's customer is to make this, their plan is to make this child happy, so the parents spend more money at Disney's parks. Do they care if the kid actually wants to be called princess? Of course not. They don't give a shit. But in their best interest, will it help for them to, you know, have different things to call these children, so they want to actually, you know, feel welcomed at the park, and then their parents want to spend more money, and then Disney will eat your family and take your house and turn you all into Pinocchio. But it doesn't change anything. Nothing matters.
Magical and memorable.
But like, yeah, it matters from a business perspective. It makes sense. So you can't be mad that they're doing something that is obviously going to help Disney.
For everyone.
And also, who cares? No one cares. It doesn't matter. They're a corporation. It doesn't change anything. Besides making a few people feel more welcomed. How are you going to feel unwelcomed if they say dreamers of all ages? They said dreamers of all ages. How does that make you feel unwelcomed? I'm a dreamer. You're a dreamer.
This is what they want. And you see in the other videos, and I'll look at one of these other guys said, they're literally, and they probably didn't want this video getting out like it has, and I'm very thankful for it. It's just kind of a wake-up call of, okay.
What do you mean they didn't want the video getting out? It's a live press conference. It's public. It's a public call. You can see on the...
We see what Disney's plan is, what they're already starting to implement. Now, parents, you get to decide.
Yeah.
And single people, married people, whatever, you get to decide, do you want to support Disney? Here was another one. Can you find that picture, Morgan?
I don't care. Who cares? No one support... No... most people, they don't think about whether or not they're going to support Disney. They just live their lives, and if Disney makes something they want to see, they're going to watch it. No one thinks like this. Like, stop being weird. What's up, B has knees? Or Bay has knees? I assume it's B because, you know, really wouldn't be kind of funny without it. Did we skip way ahead? Oh, yeah, we did. I think Bambi hit the keyboard. Thank you for telling me.
Tangled.
Comment below. Wow, Tangled.
Yeah.
Tangled. What is yours, Morgan? I just want to see, till now, 2022, what is your favorite Disney movie? I just want to see what wins the day right now in the comment section. Favorite Disney movie. What is yours, Morgan?
Does Pixar count? Can we get Bambi? Bambi's the best Disney movie, isn't it, Bambi? I don't think I've ever seen it. I don't think I've ever seen Bambi. What is everyone's favorite Disney movie? If Pixar counts, then I'm gonna say Incredibles, of course, because that used to be my favorite movie. That's my second favorite movie of all time. Someone said Robots. Is that Disney? I guess, yeah, I think so, right? Someone said The Princess and the Frog, Soul, Lion King 2, Moana. Maybe we'll do a tournament bracket. Aladdin, How to Train Your Dragon, Brave, Monsters Inc., Aladdin, Lilo and Stitch, Robots is based and leftist. Robots is based and leftist. Alice in Wonderland, Zootopia, Mulan, Moana, Big Hero 6. Big Hero 6 is great. Shrek, that's DreamWorks, but close.
You can only pick one.
From Pixar is definitely There Will Be Blood.
One.
Oh, that's great.
Comment below.
Really
Comment
hard, but Tangled.
Comment below. Wow, Tangled.
Yeah.
Tangled. Okay.
These guys suck.
So good.
I'm gonna go with, man, I mean, there were some powerhouses in the 90s.
Yeah.
Oh, and even before that.
I think the movies in the 90s, like all those old ones, I think they're overrated because of nostalgia. I probably need to rewatch them. The only one I've rewatched since like I was a kid was Robin Hood, which I watched a few years ago. But like they gotta be boring, right? They're not like they're not doing cool shit. They're just sort of talking and singing sometimes, right? What do we think? What do we think about that take? Powerhouse is such a funny term to me in this context. Yo, there's so many powerhouses. You got Cinderella, Snow White, Rakakuni. Anyone know that reference? Sorry if this is gross. That's how I know I just did a good job. That's how I know I'm a good cat parent.
That. But if I just had to pick one Disney movie, Mulan or Aladdin. Mulan or Aladdin. Aladdin.
But Mulan is a movie that subverts gender roles. You can't like that, right?
All right, let's see what you got.
Which is why I picked Aladdin, because it's another movie where a guy and his genie go and save a princess. I don't know what Aladdin's about. I haven't seen it in 10 years.
They're saying.
That is a good one. That is a good one for
Morgan,
sure.
per usual, here, you read them. Let's try to just figure out which one wins.
Tangled, Lion King.
I don't want any of that. Whoa.
Which is really just talking about what Disney is doing. Read that headline, Morgo.
Disney to remove all mentions of traditional gender roles at theme parks.
Where did my lint roller
Old
go?
move. Keep that up here, Morgan, just so they have a visual. As I'm just going to kind of skim through this. It's an article by Newsweek. Disney is scrubbing the use of ladies and gentlemen.
Okay, I don't care about this.
For announcement at the fireworks. Headlines. Oh, I know exactly how Paul and Morgan are going to respond. You have all of these conservatives that maybe would be a little too quick to see these headlines and then not read into it at all and just bash the crap out of Disney and so forth. I would rather do a little bit more of a slow roll with it.
Mm-hmm.
I would rather slowly become super transphobic than just come transphobic out of the gates. So we're going to slowly make our opinion towards the fact that we hate any inclusivity for people who aren't cis men and women.
But tell me, like, when you hear this, do an array with hello, boys and girls, replacing it with this stuff, what is your genuine reaction?
If this were like literally the only thing that they were doing, I'd be kind of like, okay, whatever. You know, are they really... this might be their version of getting rid of gender, but it's just like they're saying hello dreamers or hello friends, whatever. So it's not that big of a deal, or like
this one thing, if this is
Dude,
where it
stop
stopped and we
scratching the
didn't have these
speaker.
other
There's gonna be like a video on my channel and I'm like brushing Bambi and not even watching it. Bambi's like hitting the speaker. Stop that. There's so much cat hair there. I don't know how I'm not like sneezing and stuff. That's how far my allergies have come since I got him. I used to be dead and dying and also dead too. And now I'm freaking awesome. Hey, little guy.
videos surface, you would say, oh, not surprising.
Yeah.
But you wouldn't necessarily let this be the thing that makes you rip the Disney shirt and never go to a Disney park.
Correct.
That's interesting.
Yeah, I think just as we further discuss, you guys will see that people aren't frustrated. Well, they might be frustrated about this and that Disney's doing this, taking away their statement of boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, but they're much more angry and frustrated and over it with the other things that were said in this meeting through Zoom, and just
But what are
like
the other things?
I
just watched it.
Diabolical plans to spread their agenda of the LGBTQIA plus PP poopa.
Poopa.
I'm sorry.
We got some comedians here.
I'm sorry. It's just ridiculous. I'm sorry. It is. I'm sorry.
I wonder if in the next 2 years it will have gone all the way through the alphabet.
God, these people are the most boring people I've ever met. They have 6 maybe of the same potted plant, the same exact pot with nothing on it, just sitting behind them.
To where it's literally A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, like, and they will have something for every single one. Because it's growing.
Probably. Yes, it's diabolical.
How is it diabolical, though? Can you explain how it's diabolical? Like, what part of it?
Okay, that's a strong word, but it is. In my opinion, it is them trying to...
It's because it's kids.
Yeah.
They're literally starting at these young, malleable kids trying to figure out life they don't know. And suddenly you have one of the Disney execs in one of her videos saying, I have 2... what did she call it? I don't think that's up. Oh, is that up there?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, see if you can figure out which.
Nope. I might have to click on it.
There it is.
There we go.
And I screenshotted this and put what Jordan B. Peterson wrote at the top. But she's over here saying, I'll pull it up on my...
She's saying that I'm the mother of one transgender child and one pansexual child. Do they understand? I mean, how old are her children? I assume they're adults, right? Or they're at least like old enough. I think they're taking the idea of being a child is like, this is a 7-year-old kid. No, she just has kids. And they're not cis straight people. That's a thing that happens. Sorry. They're children. And also children aren't watching, even if they were, obviously this wouldn't matter. But in their argument, children aren't going to be watching Disney's execs talking about this shit. And as someone just said in chat, Agnes Crumplebottom, I love the hypocrisy of Christians with the moldable kids as if they don't, or malleable kids as if they don't groom them into their cults. Like, and you know, I'm not, again, I always say this, I'm not gonna, I don't want to boil Christians down into one generalized person, but what if we're going to talk about, when I talk about Christians, I'm talking about evangelical conservative Christians. So yeah. Obviously they brought up a tweet from Jordan Peterson. Pretty cool.
Mine real quick. She says, this post says,
Carrie Burke. Hold on, let me see. Carrie Burke slammed for saying son told her Gen Z is 40% queer and Disney should get with it. That is hilarious. President of Disney's General Entertainment, Carrie Burke, has come under fire after saying that her son told her the entertainment company should get better with the fact that Gen Z is 30 to 40% queer. Yeah. So what? I assume her children, I want to figure out how old her children are. Because I know people are looking at it as if they are like 6 and 7, or they're even like not adults, which still, who cares? Like why do people like to be inside someone else's? How can I find the age of these freaking children? Yeah, I can't figure out how old the kids are. I got plenty. It's so many, yeah. Oh, thank you, T Monda, for 10,000 bits. Appreciate that. 17 minutes ago. Appreciate it. Shrulu, thank you for the bits. Heistmaster, thank you for the tier 1 sub. Okay, let's keep watching this. I don't know how old their kids are. I assume they're adults.
Disney corporate president Carrie Burke says, as the mother of one transgender child and one pansexual child, she supports having many LGBTQIA characters in our stories and so forth. To me, I'm just like, you have a transgender child and a pansexual child?
Mm-hmm.
What type of societal pressure has to be put on I don't know how old her children.
Okay. It's hard to not be like very angry at people like this, because it's generally, it's very, what's the word? Like, it's frustrating to watch people like physically revolt, or like physically like be in disgust at the idea of someone who isn't a cis straight person. Because these aren't, not only the fact that these aren't children, like elementary school children, which even if they were, this is someone else's child you're talking about, someone who has nothing to do with you. What part of this disgusts you enough where you even care? Like, what, for myself at least, in what situation does someone say, hey, my kid is blah blah blah, and I go, oh, what the hell? Like, I don't understand how you can possibly find yourself at the point where you really care so much about it, where you feel the need to like show that to other people. And it's crazy how many people in the country there are that feel that way. But I see like in front of me people who are just disgusted because of someone else's kids, a choice that their kid made. And it's not even a kid, it's an adult. That lady's kids aren't like 5 years old. And also, this is apparently the lore is that this guy is the victim of a what is it, like a gay conversion therapy camp or something. So if anyone has to talk about putting pressure on kids to change their beliefs, their sexual preference, their lifestyle, these are the people doing that. Because they're literally they have a channel where they're pressuring their children into believing that the only way forward is an evangelical, conservative Christian lifestyle, and there's no other way, or else you're not a part of our little whatever, you know? Paul didn't do conversion therapy, someone said in chat. I'm trying to see if there's pretty sure it was Girl Defined that had the boyfriend who went through conversion therapy. Okay, maybe it's them. But what about this, guys? Forget politically correct. How about biblically correct? So even besides the point that he wasn't in conversion therapy, it doesn't really change anything. They still want to instill the idea in young kids that this is something that is not right. And what if you're just saying that the other belief, you're doing the same thing that you get upset about from other people when people criticize your beliefs, and you're like, why can't I just be a Christian and live my life, and why are we put through this oppression? And instead you're doing the same thing to other people because they don't believe what you believe. I thought the Girl Defined husband going through conversion therapy was a rumor. Probably was, if you think so. I assume it probably is. They're anti-birth control too. I actually ran into something earlier this week that was like anti-Plan B. And I've had friends, like Christian friends in the past that I've argued with, who have said that Plan B is immoral. And it's like, do you think actual cum ejaculate is a child? Like, do you think that is a real person, a real human? Because you know, most of those things, 99.9 infinity% of sperm, they don't turn into babies. They don't turn into anything. They die. So what? So, huh? I'd love to find that part. That's a video for another day.
Children are, but these movies, these Disney movies,
I can't even watch this
call
anymore.
of, okay, we see what Disney's plan is, what they're already starting to implement. Now, parents, you get to decide.
Yeah.
And single people, married people, whatever, you get to decide, do you want to support Disney?
I don't care, dude. I'll watch Incredibles 3 when it comes out. I don't think there's going to be an Incredibles 3, unfortunately, but, you know.
And Disney parks and new movies, they're going to take
She is so bored.
Like, this stuff is surfaced, and you got a lot of people, like
True.
I just saw, Susanna says, I canceled my Disney Plus pretty soon after it came out. Too much. They're going to take a financial hit.
Dude, they're not, though. They aren't. It's Disney. No one cares. I hate Disney. They donate to people who are specifically against the queer community. They specifically do things that harm them, and so many other communities that are minorities that Disney has screwed over in the past because of their money and the different corporations they own. They're directly connected to the government and have you know, funded and been endorsed by the government many times, and the military. They own Marvel. So to say that I do not support Disney and I hate them. Do I have a Disney Plus membership? Yeah. You know why? Because it doesn't matter. You know, at the end of the day, you can believe what you want to believe, and if you think that for you feel a moral obligation to cancel your Disney Plus service because you don't believe in Disney, that's okay. I understand that. For me, I don't give a shit. Okay, I'm gonna have Netflix. I'm gonna have Disney Plus. I'm gonna shop on Amazon. You know why? Because none of this shit changes. All of these corporations are gonna do the same thing until we actually implement, and the government actually implements laws that change it because of the corporations. Until then, people can't do shit. It's the same thing with charity. It's the same thing with goddamn recycling outside of my apartment. None of it matters because the corporations are the ones that are affecting 99.99% of that shit, and none of it is going to change depending on what you do. So at the end of the day, maybe it's a hot take. It doesn't matter if you shop with Amazon. It doesn't matter if you have Disney Plus. It doesn't matter even if you go to goddamn Hobby Lobby. I hate Hobby Lobby and I will avoid going there. I'll go to Michael's instead. But guess what? If you shop there, nothing's going to change because we're all screwed because every corporation is owned by another corporation that pays the government off to keep them running. And that's the reason we don't have any of the shit that we actually want. I'm sorry. Most of the stuff we do that we consider to be right, it doesn't matter, you know? And that sucks. It sucks. But exactly, someone said in the chat, trying to blame the consumers backwards. At the end of the day, we all know, and it's said a million times, that what am I saying? I lost my train of thought. I was just preaching and I lost it. Ethical consumption. It is impossible under capitalism. It will always be impossible. And if something makes your life better, but there is some sort of like ethical consumption question around it, like Amazon, like someone just said in chat, you know, Amazon, the reason they're so popular is because of the convenience of it. And there are people that cannot ethically, or that cannot physically use other services. And you know, it sucks, and Amazon is the worst, and they ruin our earth, and they ruin the lives of so many people across this country, and they don't you know, pay their workers well, and they don't have good treatment of their workers, and there's probably slaves in other countries making their products. But guess what? Nothing changes. That's the upsetting part of it all, is that I can throw away everything that I want to recycle for the rest of my life. And so could another million people. And like the whole idea that like, oh, us consumers can change the world. If one person does it, then, and if everyone is that one person, then it matters. It doesn't matter. I'm sorry, but it really doesn't. It's been proven again and again that if corporations do not change, there is not a single thing we can do about it. There's not a single thing we can do about it, and it sucks. And I'd love to be able to actually do something about it. But until we get away from capitalism and we vote people in who actually care about changing the earth and don't, you know, get paid off by corporations like the past every president has, we don't have a choice. It's a monopoly, and it's Disney Plus. I'm gonna keep watching Moon Knight, basically, is what I'm trying to say. I'm on episode 4 or 5. And you can do what you want to do. Like if it makes you feel better to recycle because it is a good thing, and if it makes you feel better to boycott certain corporations, that's okay. But at the end of the day, if something makes you feel better, and if something makes your life more convenient, you're not changing anything by, and that isn't with all that being said, you should still be supporting small businesses and donating to things that are being directly impacted by you, because, you know, it does make a difference if one person buys something from a small business. That does make a difference. But if you're thinking about boycotting a corporation, nothing will ever change. Sorry. It's sad, but it's true. It's upsetting and it sucks, but you know, take that as you will. It's a little bit, you know, nihilist, and I think there's a gray area there. You know, there's different things that are easier, like people in the chat are saying. There are easier things that make that you can boycott that do good things. Like there is good to be done. Okay, there is good to be done, but for the most part, don't let people shame you for watching a Disney movie. Don't let people shame you for I don't know. What else? I don't want to talk about this anymore. Like people in chat are saying, don't worry so much about boycotting corporations as much as you're focusing on putting money and investing into small businesses and into your community, and into mutual aid, and into things that actually matter. But when it comes to something like Disney, don't act like you're doing something by boycotting a corporation, because you're not. You're not better than someone because you're boycotting a corporation. You're not better than someone because you put out Instagram stories about how we should stop watching goddamn, I don't know. I'm not good at the example part of it. Just like everyone burning their Nikes. Yeah, you're just ruining your own shit that you already bought. If anything, if you're ripping up shit that you already bought, you're doing worse things for the environment. Because the whole point of fast fashion is that the clothes don't last long enough before you either donate them or toss them in the trash. And it's so bad because they're making so many clothes that we have so much shit going on. But so if you freaking burn your shit or whatever, you're just ruining you're just doing the same thing that you would be doing if you bought fast fashion. It's all about continuing to have your clothes. It's okay to participate in fast fashion as long as you're not tossing the clothes out in 6 months. If that's what you want to do, especially if it's more cost effective to you, go to H&M. I don't care. It's not going to change anything. But don't toss out your clothes after a few months. Don't overconsume. Exactly. This probably could. I could have used up that rant in a better video that more people would see. Unfortunately, I used it on this stupid Disney video. And listen, I might not be like completely right about it, you know? There might be some gray areas in there of certain things that really can be affected by people. But guess what? I'm stupid and I don't know shit, and I'm a normal person. And most normal people don't know anything about this stuff, and they also don't care, which is why nothing's ever going to change, because everyone at once isn't going to all stop consuming Shein products, you know? You know why? Because you buy most of the shit from your computer where no one can see you, and you get the package and no one knows what you just bought. You know? There's always going to be nuances, yeah. Nick just called us stupid, unfortunately, yeah. If you can spend $1,000 on Shein to do a haul, please use that money to buy fewer items of higher quality from a business that fairly compensates its workers. Exactly. Like, if you have the money, like, I will look down on you if you buy Shein and you have the money to not buy Shein. You know what I'm saying? A good website, here's a source. Oh, what's it called? Good On You. If you guys haven't gone to Good On You, you can look up clothing brands or stores or whatever, and they'll tell you how ethically okay it is to buy those clothes. And if you have the money, you're able to look at companies that are similar, so you can buy clothes from a place that is more ethical, if that's something that you want to focus on. But don't feel like you need to stress yourself out worrying about how ethical every part of your life is. If you want to focus on something, focus on one thing, you know? Focus on fast fashion first, or focus on recycling first, or focus on reaching out to your representatives first. But don't feel like you need to be like, oh crap, okay, I have to shop at this place and get my groceries from here, and use this social media site and use this streaming service and buy this thing locally here. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Unfortunately, supporting who you can when you can. Yeah, I know that was a lot, but my manager just asked if I'm throwing an event anytime soon. Birthday party, barbecue, etc. Evite is asking to possibly do a sponsorship. Am I allowed to say that legally? Just watch Hassan. Yeah, just watch Hassan. I love Hassan. Sorry, I know that's controversial. But guess what? If you don't like Hassan, it doesn't matter. You can still hang out in my stream. That's the most annoying thing when you like someone and someone else is like, I don't like that person. I thought you were different. It's like, you can still watch me and not agree with everything I say, you know? I'm sure not everyone in chat agrees, and I'm not going to roast you if you disagree that like recycling is pretty much useless. Like, you're not allowed to say that, right? And I shouldn't say that technically, but it is. It's useless. It doesn't matter. Most of the time, they already have to sort recycling once you recycle that shit, you know? So why is the government not funding a program where all of the trash, including recycling, is all together and they're already sorting that shit, right? Because they already have to sort it and they already have to clean it and they already have to recycle it. It's like, why is the responsibility put on the consumer to save the earth when it's not our cause? You know, we didn't cause the earth to be the way it is. So why are we suddenly responsible to sort our shit so the earth is saved? Because now you're putting it, rather than putting it on a few massive corporations, you're spreading it across millions of people. And not everyone is going to do that. You know why? Because it can be tough for people. People don't live in areas where you sometimes you have to drive to go get your recycling. When I lived at school, our recycling was like weird and we had to drive and go recycle our shit. Actually, I think we did that for a while and we learned we didn't have to do it. But we'd drive and go recycle our shit. But recycle when you're able to, recycle when you can, but don't clean. I'm not going to clean out a goddamn peanut butter jar to recycle it. You know why? Because it takes like 20 minutes. Because if you have a little bit of peanut butter on there, you know what they do? They toss it in the trash. If you don't clean off all your recycling stuff, if there's food on anything, they toss it in the trash. Like a pizza box, if there's any grease on anything, toss it in the trash. They do not recycle any of that. Cardboard boxes. If you take your groceries and you have them in a cardboard box, it's out. They toss it out. No one clip this out of context. We'll see how this gets edited into the YouTube video. Why can't I look at oh, here we go. So like, let's talk about like Shein, you know? Is that how you say it? Shein? They have a 1 out of 5 on the rating. You know, their planet is 1 out of 5 people, 1 out of 5 animals, 2 out of 5. Environment rating is very poor. And then you can look at brands that have, you know, a 4, a 3 or a 4 on their rating system. Shop at Christy Dawn. They have a 5 out of 5. And yeah, maybe it's more expensive. And so it's like, if you can't afford clothes and you want nice clothes, sometimes you don't have a choice. Thrifting is a great option, but sometimes you need something nice and you don't have a choice. But if you do have the choice, try to make a good choice, because not only are you getting ethical clothing, but you're also getting higher quality clothing, because Shein doesn't give you higher quality clothing. It's fast fashion. It's shit. It's gonna stop being useful to you in 6 months. It's either gonna be shrunken, or it's gonna be ripped, or it's gonna be stained, or it's gonna be discolored. It's not good. It's not a good product in itself. That's the other thing. It's like, it's not even like Amazon where like, yeah, I get something for cheap and my USB works for a while and it's good. No, it's not even good clothes. You know what I'm saying? And also, yeah, someone said in chat, we need to, this is stuff I've learned a lot from Isabel, because she is in fashion merchandising. And, you know, we talked about the idea of starting a clothing brand. And like, I think merch is fine and all that, but like, she made a very good point that like starting a clothing brand can, you know, if you don't do it the right way, it can be harmful in itself, because there's so many clothes being produced every year that like, if you build a new brand, you're making more clothes that are going to end up in a landfill someday, you know? And if they don't, then people are buying those clothes to throw their clothes in a landfill. So I don't think it's unethical to start a clothing brand or any company, but I do think that if you do it, you need to do it in a way that makes sense. With that being said, we are coming out with merch soon. I'm coming out, I think it's going to be a dad hat. But that's let's end the rant there. Well, I don't know what this video is. Thanks for watching, everybody. Go check out some other videos and have a good day. That's it. Bye. That's the YouTube video. No, Nick, I look terrible in hats. What do you want me to make? A freaking I don't know. Oh, there's so much stuff I still want to look at. Like this mystery flesh pit thing. I'm gonna save this. I should probably call Derek. I said I was gonna have him on. Okay, what's the first video we did? The first video we did was Elon Musk Twitter, which I don't even think I'll make into a video because it was kind of lame. The second video was Time Travel Guy, which was great. And then this video is Disney, which I think was good. I'm just gonna upload those to Drive. Make socks and beanies. We had a beanie that we were gonna put out. Full transparency. And it went south, so it might come out this winter instead. Okay, I'm calling Derek. Derek.
Hello?
It's Derek, everybody.
Hi.
Guys, it's Derek. What's going on?
You know, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2 and 1. That's all.
Oh, okay. What are we doing today? Are we gonna talk about this thing or should we just game?
What do you want to do? I'm fine. I'm fine with either. I have delved deep in the ARG, like weird ARG things. So I'm down for whatever.
That sounds fun. I'm like, what, dude? Sorry, Bambi's yelling at me. Man, I am tired. What do people want to do? Do you want to watch us skate or do you want to watch us ARG? We could skate first and then if we want to, once I regain some freaking gamer energy. I don't know how much longer I'll stream, but we can. Oh,
Dude,
so
I
we
will.
can.
I can literally just introduce you to a bunch of ARGs off stream too if you want.
That's true.
Because it's a lot.
It would be a fun thing to do for a video. I need to get food while I do this also.
Got a Pop-Tart, so I'm fueled for the day.
Dude, you can't say that you're eating a Pop-Tart. That's from Kellogg's. You're supposed to not be using Kellogg products. You're gonna get canceled.
What the hell? No, not. It's not friendly.
Speaking of our whole thing about how boycotting corporations is useless. Not that I think, still avoid Kellogg's when you want, but like Pop-Tarts. I can't say that I didn't have a few Pop-Tarts during that time. Listen, I already had bought them at the time, okay?
You pre-bought all of your Pop-Tarts in preparation?
Yeah, man, for sure. Listen, I think during that whole entire protesting, I think I only bought Pop-Tarts once because I was super into them and Isabel got really mad at me and I was like, just let me have this one thing. I've had a hard week. It was a bad moral thing that I did. But yeah, it's frick Kellogg's.
Kellogg's.
I was having a bad week and I love Pop-Tarts. I'm sorry, they're great. They taste good.
They are.
I'm trying to think of what I should do. You talk to people and I'm gonna grab my PS5 at least.
Okay.
I'm wondering if I should stay on Twitch or if I should raid someone and go to He Said Us or something, because I always get the chat is always better when it comes to gaming on He Said Us.
I think He Said Us is fine.
Also, let me see who's streaming. There is someone I want to stream. I mean, raid.
You want to stream?
No, dude, it's not like that. Yeah, let's do he said us, just because. Oh, I should raid Carter. There is this guy. There is one of my newer editors is doing a 24-hour stream right now, and I was like, it'd be nice to get him some people, because that can be a lonely experience. So I think we should raid him.
Let's do it.
And then we'll go to He Said Us. So if you want to watch some gaming, you can go to He Said Us. If you want to stick around with, I need to find this guy. I got plenty. It's so many, yeah.
He Said Us is the second YouTube, is like the fourth YouTube channel for just like
guys.
Yes.
It's youtube.com/he said us in all caps. Okay, let's hit this guy with a big fat ass surprise. And it's lonely to be doing a 24-hour stream, and 24-hour stream is awful, and I don't recommend it. So like, make this guy's life easier. He's also editing some of the newer second channel vids. And he's playing Minecraft right now. Everyone loves Minecraft. So come over to He Said Us in a sec if you want to watch us play Tiny Hawk Pro Skater. And thank you for recording some vids with me today, and I'll be back soon because I have a lot of other video ideas I want to record while I'm on stream. So let's do it. Have fun. Everyone say in chat, what should we say, Derek? What should everyone say to this guy? I don't even know his real name. I should probably know that.
Everyone say Tiny Hawk Pro Skater.
No, that's not a good idea.
No, it'd be so good though.
We have to raid before some loser goes into his chat. Is like, nickisnotgreen's gonna raid you.
Say He Said Us. He Said Us.
Sure, say something. I don't know. What if he doesn't know He Said Us? He's gonna be like, huh? Okay, he knows who I am though. I just talk. Okay, bye. I'm sending off the raid. I'm gonna be much more relaxed doing Tony Hawk on He Said Us than here.